So I'm stood there, holding a napkin, staring at this woman's crotch with no idea what to do next. Sorry if the lighting is a little bit weird in this video. I'm trying something new. I'm going to give natural lighting a go rather than having... I've got my lights set up, I've just not switched them on. So I'm going to give this video a go with natural lighting. Let me know if you think it looks better or worse, or if you think I should go back to my normal lighting, or if you think I should try using natural lights more often. It doesn't... I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys, I suppose. So let me know. On with the video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Jack's World, where today I have another story for you guys. It's another story time video that miraculously, incredibly, does not revolve around drinking. Not my drinking anyway. I'm sure someone was drinking at this night though. Anyway, this revolves around a night that I was at work at a job that I used to have. It was agency work, so you know, they gave us a shift at a time. That's why I'm not there anymore, is because I'd be going to like Manchester, spending like stupid amounts of money getting buses or whatever to Manchester or Liverpool or around the country, and then getting a 4-hour shift out of it and just getting like 20 quid. So it really wasn't worth it. But back when I did still work at this place, what we did was, if a company had an event that was like high profile clients and stuff like that, VIP guests, and they wanted to have it somewhere that wouldn't normally have waiting staff, like for example there was one at a golf club, or there was one at Urbis in Manchester, the football museum I think it is. There was one there, and obviously because it's a museum or a golf club, they don't have waiting staff. They have staff there, but none of them have waiting experience. So what they do is they call in our agency to sort of get temporary, one night only waiting staff, and that's why it was only like very short shifts in different places. I hated it. I hated waiting on people because they had all these sort of special layouts, because they were VIP guests and like really sort of high class clients and stuff. It was all this sort of gala service or silver service, or make sure you hold it with this hand, place it down on that side with the knife and fork. No, whatever. I'm not bothered about that. I just want to put the plates down and go. But you know what? All the things I hated, I sucked it up and I did it anyway, because it was money. Admittedly a very small amount of money, but it was money nonetheless. And before I had the job that I've got now, that was the only income that I had. So there was one evening in particular where there was a lot of guests at this event, and we were all sort of, we went and set up first, you know, did all the cutlery and put everything out and yada 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 before the guests started arriving, made sure everything was in place. Then the guests started coming in, we were showing them to the tables and giving them like bread and stuff like that. And then it came to the point that's awkward for anyone, no matter where you work. If this is a thing, it's really awkward. They asked us all to go around to the guests and break their napkins for them. And if you don't know what that is, it's really freaking awkward, trust me. You have to go up to a guest, you have to pick up the napkin on the table, fold it into a triangle, so you open it out into a square and then fold it over into a triangle and place it on their lap. Which doesn't sound that bad, but trust me, it really is, because you're going up to someone who you've never seen before in your life. You're going up to a complete stranger. Not only are you going right in and invading their personal space, but the place that you're sort of working at is right at their crotch, and that's just a really awkward place to be with someone who you've never met, unless anyway. Now 9 times out of 10 it's fine, because you can go up to a table, you can say, you know, welcome to the venue, would you like me to break your napkin for you, and it's just as awkward for these people as it is for us. So 9 times out of 10 they'll say, oh no, it's fine, I can do that, and they'll do it themselves, and then everyone around the table will see what's happening, they'll do it themselves as well. But sometimes you get those snobby people who just go, okay, and sit back for you to do it, and that's when it gets awkward, because you're like, okay, there you go, have that. Now you try and do it as quickly as possible, like you try and get in, do it, get out, because you don't want to be hanging around there for too long. But that's when you like make a mistake and you knock one to the side, and then you have to go back in for another grab to sort of straighten it up, and it's just awkward. So you want to make sure you do it right as well first time, so you're only going in once. I know what you're thinking, that's not what led to the awkward situation. The awkward situation was when I approached a woman. Now I don't know why she was my first go. I should have gone for someone who would be easy, in case he let me do it, and then I could just like put it down nice and simple. For some reason, the first person I went to was a pregnant woman. And I'm not talking like a little bit pregnant, I'm talking ready to pop if she sneezes too violently, don't dance too hard on the dance floor tonight. I'm talking that amount of pregnant. The baby's gonna fall out at any second. So obviously, she's got quite the belly. And I went up, I picked up her napkin, I said, would you like me to break the napkin for you? And she just barely leant back, which to me was the signal for, yes, do it. And obviously she did want me to, but now I have a problem. I'm now holding her napkin, I don't know where to put it. Because like, her belly is sticking out so far, that's what the food's gonna get spilt on if she spills her food. Do I put the napkin over the belly? Or do I try and like, sort of slide it in underneath the belly onto her crotch? I don't know what to do. So I'm stood there, holding a napkin, staring at this woman's crotch with no idea what to do next. There are a million things whizzing through my mind right now. Where do I put the napkin? Shall I just put the napkin down and move on to someone else and hope I don't see that woman later again tonight? Is she gonna put a complaint in if, you know, I do something wrong? But she's not even paying attention to me, because that's the thing with waiters, is you're invisible on these nights out. She's just talking to everyone else around the room. Around the table. There is nothing, I'm stood there, I don't know whether to ask someone else on the table for advice, or if that's a bit stupid. So what I end up doing, and I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea, is I laid the napkin half across her stomach and partly onto the table. So there's no like a canopy underneath her, almost like a hammock of napkin underneath her, so if she spills her food it's just gonna land. There's like, at least it was there. I didn't know what to do, and then when I did that, she gave me this weird look, and all I could think to do was just tuck the end that's in the table around her belly, so now it's just sort of on her belly, and I just smiled at her, looked around the room at everyone else who was looking at me in disgust. Who is this strange child that's doing this? And I just I didn't know what to do, so I just looked at her and I just went, I'm sorry. And then I looked at everyone else who was instantly putting their own napkins on the laps. They thought, I'm not having him come near me. So they just put their own napkins on their laps, and I turned around, walked away back to the kitchen as quick as I could, didn't stop at any more tables on the way, because whilst I'd been doing this, everyone else had been whizzing around other tables, just saying, do you want this done? No, it's okay, and everyone does it themselves. So all the tables are pretty much done now. I just walked back to the kitchen going bright pink, and we were bringing food out. Like, thankfully I didn't have to go back to that table to bring food out. That was just a random table. We all had set tables to bring food to. Thankfully that wasn't one of mine. And I never saw that woman again. I soon got another job soon after that, never went back to waiting on, and I don't think I ever will, unless it's in just a little cafe somewhere where if someone asks you to break the napkin, you can say, bugger off, where do you think you are? So that was the story of my awkward encounter with a pregnant lady and her crotch whilst working. Somehow I managed to keep my job after it, even though I got a new one soon after, and not really a lot else to say. Moral of the story, if you're waiting on and you need to break napkins, avoid heavily pregnant people, because you don't know what's going to happen. Something else to take into account, hormones. They might be angry. That is it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give a big thumbs up down there at the bottom where the thumbs up button is, and click subscribe as well. Let me know in the comments if you've had any awkward moments at work or anything like that. And there isn't really a lot else to say. That was my awkward encounter. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of natural lighting, because it might just be like, no, Jack, it looks terrible, because I can't really tell on the camera screen, because the camera screen isn't... I can't really tell in the viewfinder because it's not the best quality screen, so I tend to only find out when I take it over to my computer. But let me know what you guys think of natural lighting as well down in the comments. You can click over here if you want to subscribe to me, and you can click over here to see another video, which was last week's one. I don't know what's happening anymore, I'm losing my mind. Click over here to see last week's video, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new one. See ya!